Pacific and the middle of the night in Europe. So be sure to tune in for that one. It looks like we are off here on the next race. We got Dabs, Silver Star, Dots, and Marcelo. A little bit of a sync problem so far, but I expect that will get sorted out. So I believe we have Cyclone or perhaps Sonic joining us here in the commentary booth at some point, but as of right now, it is just me. As you see the players moving through Yoshi's Island 2, a nice start to the game. Nothing too crazy going on here. Clicking the wrong buttons. 361 for Marcelo. Huge time save. Somebody actually told me once that does not save time. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's definitely something. Yeah, it looks like everything is back in sync now. As the players move through Yoshi's Island 3. The box drop at the start of this level, definitely harder than it looks like if you are a new runner. As the players finished up in a statistical tie thus far. We will see if we see any shell jumps. I'm also contractually obligated to remind you, for Ben, that you should stomp on the shell if you're not going for shell jump, as it does reduce some lag. We see one shell's being stomped, two shells being stomped, and two shells attempting to be jumped on. Unsuccessful, but we do applaud the effort. But you do absolutely want to stomp on that shell. It does save you a couple of frames, and those frames are yours. Take them, say thank you. Reduce that lag. Moving now into the first castle. This is Iggy's Castle. As I mentioned last week, all of the bosses in this game are named after musicians. So enjoy that fact. I have not looked up any of them since the last time I told you that fact, but I do know that Ludwig is named after Beethoven. So, you know. Now you know. That's trivia for you. Random knowledge that you can use in the future. Perhaps at a dinner party sometime. Just drop some knowledge about 80s platformers. Anyway, the players will pick up Fire Flower here and hope to keep it for the majority of the run. Fire Flower does save a decent amount of time on the bosses, as they are able to use two fireballs in one jump to take them out without having to jump on them 3 times and waiting for the animation. Successful Iggies all the way around. 4 pretty clean kills. Fire Flower is still intact, so it is a tie moving into the next world. We are now joined by Ben, who will be filling in for
Hello,
Sonic.
everybody. Long time no see. Yeah, there's a slight mix-up, but I'm on commentary along with Carl, and Carl's already been doing a great job here, so I'm just going to catch up and let you continue.
Yeah, we got 4 successful cake grabs, so the players now have all of the power-ups they need throughout the rest of the run. They will be switching between the Fire Flower and the cape. If they do get hit, there are various replacements along the way. This level very dependent on flight speed. 362 for Silver Star, 361s for Dots and Dabs. Then we have a 360 for Marcelo, still very respectable time. 362 can be achieved with either an immediate fast fly or a quick adjustment to fast fly, as well as an excellent key grab will yield that result. I believe this is the first real water stage. Mario does swim faster while holding an object, obviously. Why that is, we will never know, but don't question Mario. Also, you may notice a little bit when Mario enters a goal tape, while carrying an item, it will transform into generally a power-up of some variety. This can be utilized in several spots to replace your cape if you do happen to lose it. An interesting little trick. That is not the right tab. There we go. Donut Ghost House. Mildly spooky, but definitely not anywhere close to of past ghost houses. If you can stomach the spookiness, you can get through it all right. Just a bit of flying.
So something I want to mention pretty quickly. We've got Dabs in the top left-hand corner again, and as we saw from last race, he's like 15 seconds ahead of PB. Absolutely crazy. And he is getting so close. It's a case of any run going to get a huge time. Very, very top runner, but it's hard to get it together at the end.
For sure. Got to keep the nerves in check while you're fighting Bowser, or those Koopas can go any random direction. As I was saying, the first two worlds of the game, not the most challenging. It's a pretty nice warm-up. The second half of the run, though, definitely much more challenging, many more glitches and frame-dependent tricks.
Yeah, that Valley Fort right at the end, it's so intimidating. Even casually, it's incredibly difficult.
Indeed. Yeah, you have Wendy, both Valleys of Bowser, the Fortress, and Bowser himself, all within 6 levels. So it definitely does not let up until after that last hit of Bowser. Interesting, actually, the final boss is arguably significantly easier than the stages that come right before it.
I suppose that's one good thing about the boss fight in this game is, even though it's pretty difficult, it can be very, very consistent. If you've practiced it, if you've done it a lot, you should always get it.
Yeah, the cape kill for the top runners, even not the necessarily top runners, but for just general runners, it's really consistent. There's been so many videos and tutorials on how to do it that it's pretty easy to learn.
Carrick's, what do you call it? Carrick's walkthrough is the first that would come to mind. It's very, very well done.
Yep. Dabs jumping around with the spring, but he will manage to survive as we are into the Morton fight. We have 3 successful kills. As you can see, the fireball, with Fire Flower, you just need 2 fireballs and the jump on his head. For the kill, I believe it saves about 8 seconds a boss on average. We do have an extremely excellent race so far, all 4 runners within a couple of seconds of each other.
And this next level that's coming up, it's not super difficult, but one small mistake can kind of lead to a domino effect. And certainly going into this stage and ending up losing Cape, very, very costly. Be very much a run killer. But hopefully we'll see each of these players get up to the secret exit without any issues.
Yep, you can lose the cape or just fail to get up to the key and have to spend a bunch of time getting your speed back.
Oh my goodness, Waldo very, very early there. That was kind of lucky. Dabs up there. Dabs up there. Very nice.
All 3 of them up there. Marcelo seems to have frozen.
Yeah, we've been having some issues. Marcelo mentioning that apparently in Brazil, Twitch not doing so well at the moment, so potentially a stream that we could... Well, it depends. We'll see. Hopefully it'll get better.
Definitely we'll see. Silver Star there takes a hit, but fortunately the cape nearby to replace. Also on that last freeze frame of Marcelo's stream, he did seem to have made it up to the key, so hopefully all is still going well for him. Dab's actually opening up a small lead here. A couple of seconds. So they move into Vanilla Secret 2. Wait, am I on the right level? Yes. Bit of a flyover stage. There are definitely a few of those in this run. Nice little chance to relax. Hopefully not too much.
This section of the run is probably the thing that puts off a lot of players from running this category. This part of the run just feels very, very long. You've got 3 flyovers, an auto-scroller, and an underwater level, so it's your perfect mix of doing not so much.
It's the perfect mix of not having to do anything hard, but still having to kind of pay attention.
Though I actually am a big fan of Vanilla 4. I find that the swimming mechanics in this game very, very satisfying, and there's just a lot of very small optimizations you can do in that level.
Absolutely. It's interesting how different each Mario game's underwater sections are, and underwater mechanics.
I feel like SMB3 is probably the most difficult one to really be consistent at, to have a grip on that, or to have a grip on the physics.
Yep. It's just, and trying to switch between games sometimes can just be not the easiest.
And another thing that a lot of casual players may not know, but whenever you're swimming in Super Mario World, if you hold down as well as left or right, it makes Mario swim very consistent. Instead of him like bouncing all over the place whenever you tap A or B, he sort of just swims up at a very consistent. You can even see here the players are able to weave through very tight gaps consistently.
It's basically keeps, as long as you tap the buttons at a consistent rate, Mario will pretty much just go in a straight line and will not bounce up and down. That was a terrible explanation, but you can see
it's pretty accurate.
Dabs do it here as he goes under the fish and then over.
Yeah, the last fish in room 1 and room 2 both are pretty precise. You don't want to be a bit overzealous with it. And it's just another testament to how good the swimming is in this game. Oh, Dots without the cape. I didn't notice him losing cape, but this isn't really a big deal. He's just going to grab it in the next level. Probably like a second time loss.
Didn't notice that either. We were too busy talking about fish swimming. But yes, if you do have to lose it, that's a pretty good place to do it. Pretty much free cape right in the next level, which he will collect. Now I have Butterbridge 1, the longest level in the game, time-wise. The real goal here, don't die stupidly.
Yeah, the only level that could be longer than this, and it would require you taking a longer route, but sort of the intentional route, would be DP2. If you go to the normal exit and don't go into the sub area, is longer, but it is obviously shorter because there's a shortcut.
Yep.
But yeah, that auto scroller at the end really, really takes the cake. It's to lose right down. And you'll actually notice like the variable auto-scroller speeds even in Butterbridge 1. It's something fairly unique to SMW for the time. Auto-scrollers always just being inconsistent.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, some people I think have really strong opinions about auto-scrollers, being like annoying in speedruns or whatever, but as long as there aren't too many of them, I don't really have a huge problem with it.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty fair thing to ask for not too many auto-scrollers, and certainly SMB 300% would be the category that everybody would think of with autos and Mario, but it's never been something that's bothered me too much. Actually, I don't know, the platforming is usually very good in these types of stages, so it's never bothered me.
But yeah, there's always, at least almost always, some way you can entertain yourself. Well, just waiting for the screen to go, because it is an auto scroller. They've put stuff in that you can mess around with usually.
Yeah, I even find Butterbridge 1 without cape a lot of fun. it definitely tests your platforming abilities.
Yeah, in a way that this game specifically kind of doesn't test as much, at least when you're doing it in a speedrun, because you almost always have that cape.
Yep.
Just get to kind of chill and jump from platform to platform. Marcelo, as we mentioned, we're expecting some internet problems for him, so hope those get resolved.
Probably a very common question a lot of new people would have as well whenever they're seeing a category like this. Are there no cape categories? And there's pretty much no cape categories of every existing category, including this one, No Cape, No Star World. We did that as our tournament in 2016. Okay, Dabs scrolling in room 2. Meanwhile, Silver Star switching to fire. We're seeing, okay, 2 different types of strats. I thought we might see 3. My goodness. Yeah,
they all make it through.
That was really nice from all of them.
Then Dabs will switch back to the Fire Flower for that aforementioned quicker kill on Bowser, or not on Bowser, on Ludwig. And there's the quick kill, the 2 fireballs, and the hop. And all 3 runners do make it out of Ludwig. Still pretty much statistically tied. Excuse me. So we do definitely have a good race on our hands halfway through, time-wise here at least, as they will move into the Forest of Illusion, where any tricks are possible. This is kind of where the run picks up in a way in terms of tricks and glitches. We have the potential for wings in FOI 1, and then there is the Yoshi clip in the second Forest of Illusion, which is somewhat execution based and somewhat RNG based, unfortunately. We will see Yoshi's picked up by Dabs and Silver Star, as well as Dots are Cool P. Can't read. We see the wings attempts. Dabs lands, and will we see the wings? Fails the first attempt, and unfortunate for Dabs. So if you are unfamiliar with the strategy, the goal there was to obtain Yoshi wings by duplicating that P-balloon block to the left and up, and that would have allowed him to complete the stage immediately with those wings. It's a relatively safe strategy, but definitely can have problems. We now see the FOI2 clip attempt from Silver Star, and he gets in first try. Very nicely done. Drops off the Yoshi. Don't need that anymore. Now we see Dots attempt, and Dabs also gets it on the first try, so Dots, unfortunately, not quite able to get in. It's the third try here for him, and he loses the Yoshi.
So I missed it. I missed it the first time. Did Dots like clip in and get kicked out, or did he miss it?
He missed. He hasn't actually gotten in the wall yet. There we go. And he gets it.
Wow. Well, Dots will be very thankful there as well. Once you drop that Yoshi, you have no idea what your subpixel is. So automatically your chances go from 75% chance once you're in there to staying in to 50-50. So winning that coin flip instead of just having to win 75%. I did something very similar in one of my races. I dropped my Yoshi straight away, and it makes it more unlikely, including having to execute very, very precisely. Oh, dirty bubble for my Dabs. So whenever you hear people talk about dirty bubble, that is just taking off or getting flight speed and taking off before that first bubble. It's a 6-frame window. It saves like 1 frame, but we all sort of just pretend that it saved loads of time.
Yeah.
Oh, Silver! Goodness, getting stuck behind that pipe.
I think somebody was told me that dirty bubble save. I think the largest estimate I ever heard was 10 years.
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close. Pretty close.
I think it's somewhere close to that. It's 10 something. as we now see. I don't know what I'm saying. We now see the runners move into Roy's castle and execute Roy Fly. Hopefully, Silver Star.
It almost. Ooh, my goodness.
Silver going straight through.
Actually. Nice adjustment. I feel like that was probably an adjustment.
That seems like a somewhat risky way to do it consistently. But...
Oh, are you talking about Silver? Oh yeah. Silver I assumed did that thing that he does, and I don't know why. But fair play, it's very cool. It's very scary.
It looks cool and it worked, so we'll take it.
That's most likely to do with flight speed stuff, which can save anywhere between like nothing and a couple of frames, so it's pretty risky.
Yeah. Those are his frames. He wants them.
Yeah.
So all three runners will finish up Roy without losing a power up. Haven't seen any major power up losses yet, which is good. We do have an excellent race on our hands.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was too scared to say anything.
I'm going right for it. And before everybody dies.
So we're going to see Silver Star set up for Pipe Fly. That involves doing a couple of spin flies at the start in order to have no P meter before the pipe, then getting it just before entering. You need to have P meter, and P meter is kind of hard to explain. It's sort of like E-Speed in SMB3, but not really. It's something that you can gain and have for a while, and then it depletes. It's kind of weird. Probably whenever you're learning this game, the first time you'll learn about P meter is Castle 2. The very, very first plan that will probably teach you a thing or two.
Yep, that would be Morton Fly. Definitely one of the harder, easy-looking tricks.
Yeah, it really does look so easy, but it just isn't. Hey, Dab's going for the spin fly strat, a strat that I would be very, very skeptical about endorsing. I find this ending just so risky. The amount of people I've seen lose their cape there is concerning.
Silver Star did get the early door in room 1, and then had a little bit of trouble getting up to the door.
Another very risky strat, but that is nice to see that.
But he did make it. Dots gets in the door successfully.
Noticing as well, so Dabs went for that door fly. Dots didn't go for the door fly at all. So he went for the door fly, missed the door, but still got the door fly. And again, that's sort of evidence of P meter. He got through that door before his P meter ran out.
Yeah, you don't lose it immediately like you do in some other Mario games. As soon as you stop, or as soon as you stop flying.
Nice key grab from Silver Star. Very standard, but also pretty much as good as you would want from Dives, that key grab. Silver again going for those 1 or 2 frame saves.
Absolutely. Gotta have him. Maybe.
I like the 1 frame neutral jump key grab save that's definitely worth it. Big fan of doing that.
We see different dissension. I don't think that's a word.
Oh, it sounds like it could be a word, but yeah.
But they all make it down, as you do.
Different approaches, interesting.
It's working out, and they will fly over the remainder of the stage.
Now, I'm starting to question my room 2 strats. Dots is sliding the whole way down, and I tend to trust his judgment on things, him being a bit of an SMW scientist, so...
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the thing about that room, you're limited to your vertical speed, so that might actually be a case of that. I'm going to look into that.
Ooh, I've minimized my window.
Actually, that's a really good point. Interesting. Sorry, just coming to a realization live on stream here. Interesting. Very interesting.
I'm letting you roll with it. But we do see
Oh
them
my goodness.
move into Wendy. That looks
So
unsafe.
Silver, so close there. Oh my god, Dobbs as well. Well, he got hit, but if you have a slow flight speed there, you've got to go so low on that damage boost. Otherwise, you'll get crushed, and both of them nearly did.
This castle is definitely one of the harder ones to watch, I think, as a viewer of the race.
Yeah.
So many. Oh, and
no.
Dabs takes a death. Not quite able to make the platform.
I
Very
hit my
unfortunate.
mic in surprise. Sorry about that.
Dots we see making his way through. Can he keep the flight? Looks like he can.
Wow.
Very clean.
That was a very clean room too. I don't think I've seen that bonkless at the end in a long time.
Yes, that was very clean. So Dots.
Go ahead. No, it's fine. I give up.
Dabs and Dots pretty much tied on the time, although Dabs without his power-ups.
My goodness, you really went for it there. Yeah, unfortunately, even if Dots and Dabs were exactly tied right now, Dots would be in the lead. Like, this is a really bad place to be Small Mario. It's possibly actually one of the worst places, other than after Forest of Illusion 1.
Can't clip.
Yeah, can't clip, can't get Roy Fly. It's a disaster.
As we do see Silver Star switch over to a second cape, you do not need the Firefly anymore for the remainder of the run. There are no more Fireflowerable bosses, and this second cape can come in handy either in this room or just in the future if he does accidentally take a hit as a bit of an insurance policy. We see Dots doing the same. Dabs, unfortunately, as mentioned, is Small Mario, now Big Mario, but cannot regain his cape as of yet. As we do now welcome Weird Waldo to the restream.
Ooh, nice. And just in time as well. I know the sandbar is his favorite thing, so hopefully he had even mentioned earlier that he had practiced it so much that he got to the point where he had 17 out of 20, which is a pretty damn good score. So that's really good. Very nice double D spawn from Dots. Maintaining the boo cloud as well. It's pretty precise. Oh, meanwhile, Waldo getting stuck up by the boo ring again. This happened to him last time, and even though it doesn't seem like it's much of time lost, it really is, especially at this level.
Orb.
So I was notified the other day that apparently the orb thing was started by Dots.
Really?
Also, that new orb emote in chat, also made by Dots, which is awesome. Orb? So yeah, that emote belongs to twitch.tv/SMW, the home of the SMW community. That's where we normally, that's where we have all of our main headliners. But this has been a pretty awesome tournament. This is certainly contending with even our best ones.
Absolutely. We've had just some fantastic races and just runs in general in this tournament, and we are still just in the qualifiers as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is like day 4 of racing, and we've got so close to world record like 2 or 3 times now.
Yep.
Super tight races.
Yeah.
Loot PBs. It's brilliant. But Silver Star will be the first into Sandbar. You know that he's going to go first. Whether he gets it, whether he dies, whether he just gets through and gets the ordinary cycle, we're going to find out now.
Here he goes. And he's in.
Oh. I had a pretty strong feeling about that. Silver is so good at Sandbar. And he's going to go for the second clip. The free clip, as they say, but I'm not a believer. It makes me so nervous. That was awesome.
It really looks like that should not be safe. Dot selects not to go for the clip, I believe.
Well, if I knew Waldo even the slightest, he will have one goal in this match at this point, and that's to get Sandbar. He's been very, very desperate to get it, especially on restream. So good luck, dude. I hope you do it.
Wonder if he knows he's on the restream, but we're all rooting
He
for
actually
him.
might not. Maybe this will help him.
We see Dabs does die to the clip, but here goes
Oh,
Waldo.
he's pot
Bit of a
committed.
specialist, and he
Oh.
does die as well.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately.
mean, he was either getting it or dying there. There was
Nope.
no John Carl to be had. That was 100% pot committed. But he has another chance to try it if he so wishes.
How crazy is he? We'll see.
Well,
How committed is he? Let's say committed. He's not crazy. How committed is he?
Well, his nickname in the community for doing such strats is the Madman. It wouldn't be fair for me not to mention the Mad. Oh dear, this is tight. Yeah, goodness. Hopefully, he can get this double cycle skip though, and he gets it. So, about the double cycle skip that Waldo did, grabbing that cape at the start of this level is free if you get the double cycle skip, and that was a demonstration of that. It's especially good if you don't have a cape at all. Then it just feels like you're getting everything back that you need for free. But that second cycle skip isn't. My word, that horse is so hot.
Meanwhile, aside from all of the clipping fun, Silver Star has made it into the Bowser fight. Dot's just finishing up the Valley Fortress, so he will be joining him shortly.
Yeah, Silver will be a lot happier with this run than his first. I mean, that last one didn't go too badly either, but Silver is one of the ones to watch out for in this tournament. Wow, what was that damage fist from Dabs? That was awesome. Also unintentional, I think, but awesome nonetheless.
I've seen some very interesting flying strategies and boosting strategies in the Valley Fort. So our Dots was spin flying all over the place in his run through.
Wow, I really like that board from Dabs. That actually looks a lot more consistent. I've never seen it done like that before. Not that scroll at the end. You can do it without the scroll, but certainly makes it a lot safer. Yeah, the way he regained light there in the middle was pretty good.
Waldo also finishing up the fort, so we have a slight chance to see all four in Bowser at the same time.
FC, I'm sorry about that. I didn't see your question. Maiva got pretty close, and Daisy could do it. There was one of the runs he had where he lost loads of time on one thing, but if not for that, the rest of it was basically perfect. So we have a bunch of people that we could see definitely do it. Who knows, maybe even in a couple of weeks, Silver Star could be around that time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of strong runners out there in this tournament who all seem to be performing pretty well so far. So that's really exciting as we see Silver Star finish up.
Very nice from Silver Star. GG. 33-22. It's amusing that he'll probably consider that a casual time where, you know, where a 33-22 is just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Within
very strong.
35 seconds of the record. Really well done by him. We did have all four players in Bowser at the same time, which is always really exciting to see in a race.
World record is 32-52 by Daisy.
You see, Dots finish up as well with a 34.02.
GG Dot. Yeah, Dot's very obviously is someone else to watch out for. Very easily could see him in the top 8, if not the top 4 or beyond. I believe he won the winners bracket in the No Cape No Star World tournament, but then ended up losing to Calco in the grand finals. If not that tournament, it was one of the other ones, but I believe it was No Cape No Star World. Because people were speculating, oh, is Dots just going to win his tournament? So Dots definitely someone to look out for. I'm daring to say it these days, but I would hope that I'm also someone to look out for now. But who knows? Whenever it's best of 3, it's very, very high variance.
We have faith in you. We're cheering for you.
You, very, very nice finish from Dobbs. Beautiful no-kit fight.
And Waldo as well, finishing up within a couple of seconds.
Getting the insta-hit so nice. Oh, wow, that was so close. Yeah, GG's to everybody there. I imagine Waldo will still want to push for a better top 3 average. Pretty much all of his runs have come short of what he's capable of. Like Waldo is probably a better runner than me, I would say. So 35, totally respectable, totally fine. But he probably would be wanting a couple of low 34s, maybe high 33s. Dobbs as well. Like Dobbs is getting very close to a really good average. Just one of his races is pulling him down. And Dots' average is already smashing it. Dots is in such a good shape, or is in such good shape right now. Anyway, I've sort of rambled on. Remember, you can still get involved as early as this next upcoming one, which starts in 10 minutes. !SMW. I don't know if there's anything else I should say. But yeah, this race was just really good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You, Mario, Stu. Oh, and Durwood. I think this is Durwood's first time on the restream. This is excellent. Oh wait, no, he was on the restream the other morning, but that was really early morning. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. This is gonna be good.
Should be a good one. Also, remember, !bet. I just posted in the chat. If you are outside the US, you can bet on the matches. If you sign up, you can get a free €20 bet. And if we get 100 signups, an additional $200 will be added to the prize pool for our runners. So feel free to check that out. We will have several more races today. Yes, we have 3 more races today, and then another 6 tomorrow for the last day of qualifiers. Those all begin at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, December 6th, it's 3 p.m. Pacific for those 6 races, and then after that, runners will be seeded into the knockout bracket based on the average of their 3 best times from qualifiers. So if you do want to enter the tournament, you do need to make sure you get 3 qualifier runs in to be able to be seeded into that knockout bracket. Thank you for the good luck, Dabs, and have a good night. GG on the race.
Oh, there was something I was going to mention there, but oh yes, I know what it is. So commentary, I am stepping away for 2 matches. Thankfully, just my miracle performance earlier means I'm probably going to sit out of those races. But joining Carl on the commentary, we've got Cyclone. Everybody here should be fairly familiar with Cyclone. Speed gaming regular. It'd be a lot more work without him. So it's always appreciated, and it's always great having him about. And he did 6 matches. He commented 6 matches the other day in a row. He's truly competing with me here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I will be back in 3 matches time, along with Cyclone, I think. Yeah, thanks for commentating with me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Always fun commentating with you. So
thanks for stepping in, fixing that little bit of confusion we had on the scheduling.
No worries. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these next matches. Certainly, from what I see in the restream, this is going to be tight.
Absolutely, should be another absolute cracker, as they say.
Yeah. Umar, Stu, Silver, all very, very top runners, and Durwood. Durwood, he's only been in the community for about a month or 2. I sort of found him on YouTube Live. I was like, here, Twitch.tv. No, but it's been brilliant having him about. He's a great guy. I'm rooting for him so hard here. He's just been having a lot of fun in the tournament, so big shout outs there. Also has done some commentary for this. But yes, that's it for me. Good luck to everybody, and be back in an hour or 2.
Thanks for being here. Take care.
Bye.
That was Ben, everybody. Thank you again to him for his company after we had a bit of a scheduling error. The next race will be starting up here in probably about 5 to 6 minutes if you do want to still get involved with this one. It is not too late. We will also have 2 races after this if you want to just enjoy this one. I will be casting this race alongside Cyclone, and then I will be stepping aside for him to take you through the last 2 of the night. So I lied. We will have 3 more races today. My reading abilities are apparently leaving me. I'm going to step away for about 30 seconds here and then back for the next race. And I am back, and I do now welcome to the desk Cyclone.
Hey, everyone.
Nice to have you along. In this next race, as we already mentioned, we have Mario, Stu, Durwood, and Silverstar, along with some other people that will be racing. The SRL room is open. It should remain that way for the next couple of minutes.
My understanding is the race will be starting in about a minute or so. So, yeah, you might, if you just are hearing about this now and you're thinking, how can I join? You might be a little late to join this one, but there are 2 races still coming up later, and you can still join if you want to join those races.
Absolutely. I just linked exclamation point SMW in the chat. You can find the schedule, the official Discord, and the sign-up page as well if you are interested. We will have, as I mentioned, 6 qualifiers tomorrow, so definitely can still make it in if you are interested.
And yes, I do see the races coming up. We do have Umari, Stu, Durwood, and Silverstar all ready to go. I remember the other day seeing Silverstar on 3 of the races we had that day. Definitely a very good runner. Definitely looking forward to see how he goes against these 3 runners today.
Absolutely. All 4 definitely capable of some exceptional times. So this race definitely has potential to be quite excellent. As we do see, they are on the 1-player game selection. Looks like this race will be beginning very shortly.
Make sure you don't use the 2-player game. That will cause you some massive slowdown.
I think we also had in one race, one runner loaded a 34 exit world already. Had to do a quick reset on that one.
Whoops.
It looks like we are all on 0 exit files.
It looks like we're all set on this one, so should be underway very shortly. I think we're having a countdown in the chat right now. We should be starting very shortly.